Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're listening to our Dungeons and Dragons game, and as always, I am your host, the Dungeon Master, or DM for short. And the prologue to today's story takes place in 2007. On the planet Krynn, the War of the Lance comes to an end. Arthur is celebrating at the Inn of the Last Home with his old friend Gmish, the Tinker Gnome. Hebishi finally finds Arthur and Gmish and tells them what's going on. They begin to search for the Rod of Seven Parts. Arthur thinks that the villains want it so they can destroy it. So he guesses the rod may be able to stop them. Arthur asks the heroes of the Lance to help out, and they too begin searching for the Rod of Seven Parts. Then we get to the main plot, and that is set in the year 2008. Various characters who died in the war on Krynn start rising from the grave. The number of undead rises anytime Atropus approaches a planet. Just as Raceland Magir enters the Tower of High Sorcery, Atropus the Endbringer crashes into Krynn. His aura of death is like a shockwave that rolls across the land. Grass, trees, crops all die. The entire planet becomes desecrated, then unhallowed. Undead become virtually impossible to turn. Necromancers grow powerful. The very presence of Atropus also weakens good aligned folk. People flee to available spelljammers to try to escape from Atropus, and the planet Krynn dies. Gmish is badly wounded during all of this. But the old Tinker Gnome has a backup plan. Once he's at a safe distance away from Atropus, Gmish finally gives in to his wounds and passes away. But his ghost is able to possess a warforged body that he made for himself. So now Gmish is literally the ghost of the machine. The epilogue. It is the year 2009. Arthur tells Hebishi that wherever she goes, the villains follow. He says that because she was the last person to wield the Rod of Seven Parts, it's her that they want. But there's some good news. They're slow, much slower than a spelljammer. Arthur puts Hebishi on his elven armada. He tells the crew to just keep moving, stay out of the enemy's grasp, and avoid planets. The elven armada once encountered a world tree, the operative term being world, that made the ship grow branches that would bear fruit, and it caused the ship to produce plenty of fresh air. Any dead wood came in contact with that world tree world was alive again. Arthur also gives them his cauldron, which produces any food you could possibly want. So that will keep them fed, and he hopes that they won't have to stop for supplies anywhere. They can just keep moving. Lastly, Arthur gives them his club. He says that if the bad guys do find a way to get close, use the business end on them. It will usually kill anything. Absolutely. But he's not sure what effect it might have on them since they're already dead. Likewise, the other end of the club heals. Absolutely. Even raises the dead. So if anything goes wrong, they have it. Hebishi asks if maybe he should take it. Arthur says he still has Excalibur's scabbard, so he should be safe no matter what. Gmish says he's already dead, so what's the worst they could do? Arthur pets his clockwork dragon / shield device and tells it to take good care of the girls. The mechanical dragon is sad. But Arthur says, this isn't goodbye. This is, I'll see you later. Arthur and Gmish leave the Armada's flight deck using a small elven flitter. And that is the vehicle pictured here. Very small. At any rate, that's it for this one. I hope you're enjoying where these videos are going. If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, all that jazz. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.